Most pedig kérem, nézzük meg Thibaut Kleiner igazgató úr videóüzenetét.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to participate remotely in this World Telecommunication and Information Society Day. I regret I cannot be with you today in person, but I'm sure you will have a fantastic opportunity to discuss these important topics. Today, Europe faces major challenges in critical technologies. Our dependence on non-European providers for cloud services, for AI infrastructure, or for semiconductors has been established as a strategic vulnerability. This affects our competitiveness, our security, and ultimately our ability to shape our own future. Indeed, controlling critical technologies and digital services is crucial to allow us to maintain our standard of living, to enforce our rules, and to protect our European values. This picture is, however, not totally bleak. Europe has important strength in terms of talent, in terms of R&D capacities, and in terms of great public infrastructures. We also have a lot of savings, but we are not investing in innovation, unfortunately. So Europe can do a lot, and the EU has already set the direction of travel. You may know of our Digital Decade program, which sets clear objectives, a more digitally sovereign, resilient, and competitive Europe. That objective is now being translated to concrete priorities, including our AI Continent Action Plan and the upcoming Tech Sovereignty Package, and I'll say a bit more later. But first, let me focus on some key areas. First, state-of-the-art connectivity. This is really a key enabler for our whole society and economy. It's also a key enabler for artificial intelligence. And today we are witnessing structural convergence between connectivity, edge computing, cloud, and AI. This is transforming the architecture of our digital infrastructure and the business models of the digital sector. Quite a disruption. Traditional telecom networks are no longer isolated systems. They are becoming intelligent platforms, embedded in a wider compute continuum that connects the device, the edge, the cloud, and AI-driven services. This shift will enable autonomous, self-optimizing networks with sub-millisecond latency, high energy efficiency, and proactive security. Networks will increasingly be able to predict, to adapt, and to self-heal in real time. This is really a revolution in the making, and this is also why it is essential for the resilience of critical infrastructure. So these next-generation networks will be an essential infrastructure, in particular for AI. They will support Europe's ambition. They will also strengthen our strategic autonomy in this field. We want to create the conditions for Europe to deploy AI at scale across all sectors, from manufacturing to healthcare to transport and others. This is really an opportunity, and we have a lot of strength in our digital and industrial systems. So in the future, we see telecom operators that will evolve from just providing data to being providers of AI as a service, creating new revenue streams. This is a big opportunity for this sector that for so long has been stagnating in the stock exchange markets. This is an opportunity for the telco to become center stage in the future AI continent that we are building. The Commission is also acting on the regulatory front, in addition to investing in funding for technology. Recently, we adopted the Digital Networks Act, and it will complete Europe's single market for connectivity so that we can really use our continental scale to thrive in the digital age. Investments matter because we don't want just to consume technologies. We want to build the infrastructure and the industrial capacity of the future so that AI deployment is possible at scale. So, ladies and gentlemen, this journey is something that we have to take in our hands and that we have to conduct together so that the wider ecosystem of advanced digital infrastructures on Earth, but also connecting with the space technologies, make us competitive. And in that context, we are investing in quantum communication as the next frontier and the next critical technology development. This is the key to enable ultra-secure data transmission, protecting critical infrastructures and strategic sectors against emerging threats, including quantum-enabled ones. So quantum connectivity in Europe is something we really trying to develop. We want to boost our industrial competitiveness, but also create new jobs, new supply chains in the telecom, in the photonics, and the cybersecurity area. Now we want to move from the labs to really the deployment at scale, and we have the opportunity to use coordinated investment between member states and the EU through our Euro HPC joint undertaking. And that's really a big opportunity now with the Quantum Europe strategy and the forthcoming Quantum Act later this year. So really to conclude, I want to tell you that the Commission is working today on reinforcing our security, on reinforcing our investments in technology, and we are now preparing a tech sovereignty package for later in the month of May, and this will be really the opportunity to join forces to make sure that we act on many fronts for our industries. And this package will include Cloud and AI Development Act, an open source strategy, but also a revision of the European Chips Act. With this, we believe that we can boost even further our efforts and make sure that together between public and private sector, between research, development and deployment, we have a winning formula to put Europe not only on the map, but at the frontier and at the edge of innovation. Thank you for your attention, and I wish you a very nice conference.